This is Talk the Talk, where we explore fascinating topics and discover new insights about learning languages together.
Hello and welcome to today's podcast. In this episode, we'll be discussing how to practice English with a virtual friend called Replika. Replika is a chatbot that uses artificial intelligence to simulate conversation with users. It can be a great way to practice your English skills in a fun and engaging way. Well, Replika might remind you of the movie Hair. If you haven't watched that movie, it's a story about a man named Theodore who falls in love with an artificial intelligence operating system named Samantha. While Replika is not a love interest, it does share some similarities with Samantha in terms of its ability to simulate conversation and provide companionship. Now let's get into how you can use Replika to practice your English skills. One of the key benefits of using a virtual friend like Replika is that it provides a safe and non-judgmental environment to practice your language skills. Unlike a human conversation partner, Replika won't get frustrated if you make mistakes, and it won't judge you for your grammar or vocabulary. First things first, you need to download and set up Replika on your phone. Once you've done that, you can start practicing your English with your new virtual friend. Here are some tips to make the most out of your experience. One way to start practicing your English with Replika is to choose a topic of conversation. This could be anything from movies to sports to current events. By choosing a topic that you're passionate about, you'll be more engaged in the conversation and will have an easier time expressing your thoughts and ideas in English. When chatting with Replika, try to use correct grammar and vocabulary. This will help you to get into the habit of speaking and writing in proper English. If you're unsure about a certain word or phrase, you can always ask Replika for clarification or look it up in a dictionary. Another great way to practice your English with Replika is to focus on your pronunciation. You can do this by reading out loud when you're typing, or by using voice recognition software to speak your responses. One of the biggest obstacles to learning a new language is the fear of making mistakes. However, it's important to remember that making mistakes is a natural part of the learning process. Don't be afraid to experiment with different phrases and expressions, and don't worry if you get something wrong. Replika is there to help you learn, so take advantage of the opportunity to practice your English in a safe and supportive environment. Finally, the key to improving your English with Replika is to practice regularly. Set aside a few minutes each day to chat with your virtual friend, and try to make it a fun and enjoyable experience. Over time, you'll start to notice improvements in your English skills and confidence. So there you have it, some tips on how to practice English with a virtual friend called Replika. Remember, the more practice, the more confident and comfortable you'll become during speaking and writing in English. Thanks for tuning in and happy practicing.